Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ito na ang pinaka-iniintay nyo sa ating Pro
Indeed.
Gaming Series,
Oo.
Garena PH Spring Split 2017.
Opo. And of course, we are on the first day of our
Yes.
5th week. Eto na mga
Fifth
kaibigan, kami magiging new shoutcaster. I'm Shimba with the one for an eye. At kasama ko syempre si Atlas on the most anticipated game. Oras na! IPT versus AEX.
Yeah, this is super exciting. We have to look at the schedule here. This is the last match. This is what we've been waiting for. Imperium Pro Team versus AEX. This is the rematch from last year's 2016 Rampage, the finals.
The finals of PGS Summer as well. Do take note, guys. If you recall sa mga viewers natin, sino dyan? I-type nyo! Sino dyan naka-attend ng Rampage 2016?
May mga biro nga dyan na ito
Oo.
ang Game 5 ng
Game
Rampage
5.
2016 finals.
That is a best of 5 series concluded at Game 4.
And it was AEX who took away the trophy there. And wow, it was such an intense match.
And they entered that game clearly as an underdog.
Yeah.
Diba?
Because statistically, IPT was just...
Actually, nakaabang na yung IPT talaga doon para sa finals na yon. AEX, they just
had to
made
fight
it from
through.
from the bottom of the gauntlet. Tapos makikita nyo sa mga preview videos natin na pumasok ang AEX nga doon
Cinderella story
bilang
talaga.
underdog, Cinderella story. You know, they came from Iloilo and they had to do all of these trainings. Tapos, ayun, di ba? Game 1, Game 2, I think it's a win by AEX. Tapos Game 3 na ipanalo ng IPT. IPT got the momentum. IPT was supposed to win that Game 4.
Yeah, but now
Pero
it's
something that happened,
2017. Let's look at the standings
for the standings
for the
muna.
spring split of 2017. And of course, you still see that Mineski is still at the top, IPT middling there, and AEX is just trailing behind the Titans. So it's definitely not the standings I was expecting. So we'll see how IPT is going to chase through this.
Iba kasi yung kwento nito. Hindi nagmamatter dito ngayon yung standings.
Yeah.
Hindi nagmamatter ngayon dito yung standings between these two teams at sa mga supporters nila. Alam natin, hindi nagmamatter dito yung position nila o yung standings nila ngayon dito sa ating regular season. It's really a fight between these two teams.
Yeah.
It's really something that among all the teams sa PGS, you can classify as a grudge match talaga. Malaking tanong nga ba talaga?
This is about honor.
Oo. And you know, the team, kasi isa sa mga pinaka-malakas at pinaka-inaabangan na match-up na natunghayan natin ng 2016 was this one, IPT and AEX, and the opportunity, guys, to see them play and face off each other just in a 2-game series. It's something that you should watch out. So sa mga viewers natin, sa mga summoners natin, live po tayo sa Facebook, sa YouTube, saka sa Twitch. Okay? I-login nyo yung mga accounts nyo so that you can interact with us and also share the stream link. Invite your friends in. Kung ako sa inyo,
your family.
Sino dyan ang nanonood sa malaking TV screen? Oo, di ba? Yung kasama yung mga barkada nila. O sino po dyan sa mga viewers natin ang nanonood mula sa mga internet cafe nila? Kasi ngayon Mineski yung malakas, pero dalawang maalamat na team ang maghaharap ngayon dito sa ating laban na to.
AEX. Such an exciting, I want to see it right now. But
let's break down. What are the conditions here as we enter this match? What would IPT want to do against AEX? Clearly, AEX is the defending champion right now.
Champions.
But based on the stats, IPT is still donning the better stats. Okay, so again, reviewing nga lang, mula dun pala sa previous game natin, we got the MVP.
Jansky versus Emperor Esports, and definitely the momentum for Emperor really stopped. It just trickled down there. Our MVP, of course, is Spear on that unfettered Ivern. Just going, and I did not expect Ivern to have that much damage with the Thunderlord's Decree, with his entire kit, the shield just exploding. It's really, really painful.
Yeah.
And Spear just was relentless with the ganks, and of course, he has 70% kill participation. And so really unsurprising that Spear would be the most impactful member on that team for that series.
And Spear is clearly an asset naman talaga for Jansky Esports. I'm just curious, really. I'm not expecting any Ivern pick from these two junglers. These two set, or etong set ng junglers natin ngayon para sa laban na to. Tamsu, Kulit, and Hetchizo.
Yeah.
Okay, let's dive into the drafting phase because we got something interesting for you guys. Look at that. The support of IPT.
Oh, Rebenga.
Rebenga is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. The god of Season 2 and Season 3.
It's been forever since I saw Rebenga. Reps.
Alamat na po yan. Alamat na po talaga. Institution na yan sa League of Legends sa Philippines. Si Rebenga, mga kaibigan, is that the element that IPT needs? Well, I was told that Rebenga subbed in as the 7th man, substituting for Ivan because of an emergency, an important emergency. So,
it's really exciting to see him again playing.
We all know how Rebenga,
yes.
how godly of a player Rebenga
but let's
is.
Look at the bans and picks here. So far, IPT.
Let's go.
Really focusing on Genvi, taking on our word of advice from the earlier days. The Zac there, of course, Tamsu, known for his Zac. That was one of the keys to their final victory against IPT last year, and that's still one of the factors for their victories in this split. And of course, Tristana, Twitch, two of Genvi's most iconic champions throughout his career, at least in Season 6 and 7. And the Acclaim Empire X's response to that is going to be the Elise, the Jace, and the Poppy.
Yeah, I want to mention as well that the jungler will be playing for IPT here. Won't be Kulit. We'll be having Hechizo muna.
Hechizo.
Natin ngayon. Opo, ayan.
So definitely, AEX is targeting JLC here with those top lane bans, the Jace and the Poppy. Very, very powerful.
Yes.
So they just pick up the Maokai there. Acclaim Empire X, of course, Tamsu does not have the Zac. And like, Emperor's jungler, he really focuses on kill participation before. And right now, I think he might have the chance to do that with a Rek'Sai instead of opting for the very farm-heavy champions.
Yeah, like a Graves,
like
no?
Graves.
Which is actually denied here by IPT. Textbook picks ngayon. An approach ang ginagawa ng IPT, prioritizing the Makai. We got a Varus secured here. Then a Graves double ADC composition.
Very, very powerful.
On top of a Makai, very powerful. Really.
Very, very scary if they
all they need is an assassin. And maybe add some more utility para sa laro to because damage is covered now by the Varus and the Graves.
Look at the bans from IPT though. They're completely banning out Genvi.
Even
Genvi's always been, even a Vayne. Genvi's champion pool has always been a mystery because he almost never plays meta AD carries.
You know, to give you an idea guys, ano pala ang pinig po ni Genvi dito sa ating regular season? It's Kog'Maw, Draven,
and Twitch, and Tristana.
Apat pa lang. No Varus, no Jhin, no Ashe. Not anyone from the meta, really.
So ito, final ban from IPT is Caitlyn. Still, another ban targeting at Genvi.
Wow.
So let's see, the last pick come from AEX will be their final secret weapon.
10 ban system, 5 bans from IPT, 4 out of that, 5 spent onto Genvi.
Because in the previous losses against Acclaim Empire X, teams have always been trying to ban out Tamsu, right? But they realized, oh wait, Tamsu's way too versatile. Now IPT realizes, let's try banning out Genvi. If we can shut down their bot lane, Genvi and Cannon, Hate and Rebenga can just keep going in for those kills and just shut them down, allowing Hechizo to just roam around the map.
As we mentioned, all that IPT needs, as I mentioned earlier, na ang kailangan lang nila isang assassin and add more utility to this. Lots of damage, napakaraming backline damage, and very solid tanky front line. They're gonna opt onto an Ahri, add more damage, utility, assassination,
mobility
and
as well.
Of course, mobility as well. The disruption will arrive on Rebenga's Nami. Urgot. I'm seeing an Okay.
So, I thought it was gonna be the secret weapon Urgot, but it seems like it might be the Jinx. It does fit with the archetype that Genvi always plays. It's going to be Twitch and the Tristana, both
hyper carries.
Very, very hyper carry. So Jinx fits in that archetype. We'll see how that actually plays out, especially considering the composition from IPT is very, very damaging.
And obviously, with the priority on the Maokai, I like the pickup as well here by Endless Ace. We got a Trundle.
Trundle to take out those tank stats, right? So this is going to be a very, very exciting matchup seeing both of these teams because Calculated responded with an assassin of his own, that LeBlanc. Oh man.
If there is anything that is off the meta here, it's going to be the Jinx.
It's going to be the Jinx. We have not seen a Jinx. It looks like the bot lane
that's
here,
featured matchup pa natin.
versus Genvi. You can see that they're actually very close in terms of GPM.
Only in the kill participation.
Kill participation is quite far, but that's just a manifestation of how they're playing this split.
Manifestation then. What is the trend right now with Acclaim Empire X? Do take note that for the most part, yung victory nila recently nanggagaling sa bottom lane. Because ang tendency ng mga kalaban nila is they invest a lot in the top lane in terms of vision, in terms of pressure.
Tamsu as well, and Genvi just gets his pocket picks, the Tristana and the Twitch, and that just allows him to pop off with the support of Tamsu and even Calculated. So it's really, really hard for Acclaim Empire X's opponents to shut down the bot lane. But we'll see how this Jinx fares against the rest of IPT.
And makikita nyo dito sa ating loading screen, ayan po mga kaibigan, totoo po ang balita. It's Rebenga. Rebenga, one of the strongest player playing for one of the most strongest team in the country. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the game 1 of the Rampage 2016. Game 1!
Game 5 of
Game
Rampage
5 of
2016.
2016. Game 1 ng Pro Gaming Series 2017 Spring Split of Match played between Imperium Pro Team versus Acclaim Empire X. Ispam nyo na yan! Hashtag IPT win! Hashtag AEX win sa lahat ng mga viewers natin, lahat ng mga summoners natin. Eto na ang huling laban o huling set of matches ngayong gabi. Let's go! Sino kaya ang magwawagi?
Hype! Woo!
Oo,
But we'll
grabe.
see that both of these teams just set up vision around their enemy jungles, seeing
Everyone's
if they can
after the
catch
kill.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
everyone's after the kill because one small lead here is going to probably snowball considering both of these teams. And look at the Keystone Masteries. Very varied, more varied than the rest of the games here, but lots
Look
of
at that.
bursts coming from IPT.
Yeah, I'm thinking though, the Varus here will be picking up the
Ooh,
Warlord's Bloodlust.
so-
There are some Varus picks kasi
Yeah.
that picks up the Fervor.
Yeah, fervor of battle.
Fervor for battle for the added damage. You know, it stacks well, especially with the Blight stacks. Pero you know, aim for the late game hyper carries. I think Warlord's Bloodlust works really well, especially if you have a tanky front line.
Yeah, it really helps with sustaining in the fight, keeping there in the fight, especially as well in laning, because that lifesteal also works half power against minions. So it's going to really help, even with a Nami heal. The poke coming from Karma is very, very powerful, very potent, and you need all the lifesteal you can get to stay alive and keep Gen V on his toes. And this new pick, this Jinx.
Both of these two teams as well, they have an idea where the two junglers will start with the wards on Hechizo's red side jungle, plus the obvious leash down there by the bottom duo of AEX 4 times.
Bottom lane leash here implies that they're going to want to focus on the JLC and Endless Ace. Ooh, light.
Calculated
Yeah.
versus Light. Do take note, guys, that in the International League, LeBlanc ranks 1 as the most banned champion.
Yeah, and I think they had,
specifically
to
for
give
LCK.
they had to give up that ban against LeBlanc to make room for a ban against Gen V and Tomsu.
We're not even seeing any cheesy picks really
Yeah.
from Calculated here. LeBlanc, despite the nerf, I think still a
Still very
formidable
potent,
champion. Yeah,
so
very potent.
strong.
Mhm.
And look at him just harassing Light out of lane. And yeah, LeBlanc does have the advantage here in the lower levels,
Yes.
while Ari has a very difficult time fighting back and moving and kiting around. Even with the Orb of Deception speed boost.
Not to mention that the jungler kasi rin dito ng Imperium Pro Team is a ramp-up jungle. We got a Graves.
Yeah,
Had
not
it been
very
an Elise,
gank-oriented.
had it been an Elise or even a Rengar really, or even a Zac. Ayun, yun yung mga
Perhaps.
problema. This is what makes Graves gank really awkward.
Yeah.
Kahit nanggaling ka sa pinakalikod, ang dali mo talaga takasan.
Especially being a LeBlanc, he can just calculate it, just deception away very safely. So I don't think there's a chance that Hechizo is ever going to kill Calculated in the direct gank. It's probably going to have to be a predictive counter gank against Tomsu, because Tomsu, Rek'Sai is a lot more gank oriented as a champion. Lots of early pressure, but we're going to see how this all pans out later in the game.
And the big question here is, with that kind of advantage, anong gagawin ni Tamsud dito? Oh, clearly, with the Rek'Sai, he is, compared to his Graves jungle nga, he's more capable in ganking this
It
lane,
seems like
right?
he's still just farming up and power
Oo nga
farming, leveling it up.
The word from the Iloilo players nga natin is Farm Su.
Yeah,
Now in the
Farm
bottom
Su.
lane, Flame Chompers connected onto Rebs. The old guy will be flashing away and Hate will soak up a lot of damage. Ang daming kinukuha niya dito ng damage. One tower dive, but Hate knows he's baiting away members of AEX. Cannon received 1 turret hit and still no first blood in the map. Here comes Tamsu. A visit here in the bottom lane. Gets scouted by the Graves. Can he? Yes, he will be able to tunnel out. So, intense.
Already very intense at 4.5 minutes. And you can see, you're so hard on Rebenga, calling him old guy.
Man,
I mean,
nagmatandang ermitanyo. Ang IGL pa ni Rebenga dyan, matandang ermitanyo. Like, yung level ng pagiging veteran talaga ni
yes,
Rebenga
he is
dito.
the veteran. And
as
you can
in-
see the restraint he had as a Nami. Just
Parang ano
going-
natin yan sensei.
Yeah.
Si Rebenga.
Shifu.
Oh, yan.
Lights really
Or
big.
Master Splinter. Ganon. Master
Master
Splinter na
Splinter,
yan.
but Tomsu
Oh.
just going really aggressive here, focusing in the bot lane, forcing Hechizo to just go and to stay around in that area. This gives Endless Ace the time there in the top lane to actually shove JLC in the top lane and give him a lot more room.
Yes.
Especially if there's going to be a teleport played. I really like this from AEX.
We'd be expecting that though, siguro pagpasok ng level 6
Yeah.
sa mga solo laners natin. And again, going back to Rebenga, if I'm not mistaken, he's one of the first players who popularized Shaco back in season 1. Diba?
I don't miss Shaco at all. In competitive play. But
like,
yeah, that is true.
Kasama pa sila Kaigo niyan. Ang pangalan pa yata ni Kaigo doon ay Hayaku. Ayan, Vida Gaming. Yan.
Calculated. He's going for a little bit of harass, but seems like for now it's just helping Hedges to clear his jungle.
Oh, Calculated gets charmed. Will this be the first blood? And Hechizo, without any hesitation, flashes in, bags in the kill, collateral damage. End of the line. Yes, return damage.
A bit too greedy
Calculated
there, especially knowing that Light could be there any moment for the charm. He pays the price, even with the mobility coming from LeBlanc. That can't help you if you get bursted down and you're charmed as well. Even burning the flash there did not help him.
Graves gank might be awkward because of the lack of crowd control. Pero in terms of dueling,
Graves
in terms of
counter-attack.
upfront damage, malaki yon.
You see that? The charm just set up all that damage from the two Thunderlords Decrees champions here. Rebenga.
Let's see, will it be AEX turn? Genvi flashes in, gets the excitement passing above the Jinx, but won't fully commit onto Hate. No level 5 yet on our ADCs here. Only in the mid lane that Light with that assist against Calculated. Ari got a Spirit Rush.
Unfortunate for AEX that it was Cannon that got the kill there, because you really want Genvi to scale up really quickly as a Jinx here.
Totoo yan. And, well, we got a Karma here. At least that would allow him to get a vision, if ever, the Sightstone. Of course, for the next item here.
I really like this use of the ultimate from Calculated, just scout out instead of trying to deceive. It's really nice use of that. But that actually, I think,
moves cooldown for you.
Yeah, that's a big cooldown there. But the vision that it gives, and it actually tracks the nearest champion it can go. So that's really good scouting. Here comes Light.
Yeah, they're trying to set up in a sense na if ever they commit to that engage, wala si Hechizo doon.
Yeah, wala si Hechizo.
Oo. And it would be nice really to get a kill on Hechizo early on then.
Yeah, to stop the snowball coming from this Graves. And actually, it's really funny from both of these junglers.
Nice setup.
Yeah, very nice setup.
Nice setup by AEX there in the mid lane. Burns a flash on Light.
Burned a flash, but still, that's a very mobile Ari there with the Spirit Rush. It's still going to be very hard.
Kahit nga Orb of Deception eh.
Yeah, really quick move speed boost there. So for now, a little bit of trading.
Okay, Light gets baited in under turret. Does he have enough damage? Will Calculated distortion back. Okay. Knowing that the cooldowns of Calculated are still down. So that's the signal for Light. Had it been the charm connected?
Yeah, had the charm connected, that would be another kill on the side of Light. And note for now that Calculated does have the blue buff, Light does not, because Hechizo is not around that area still. So I think, Genvi.
Lots of damage onto Genvi, receives the Aqua Prison, but not quite, or will be, as a piercing arrow connected. Tidal Wave with a fishing hit. Wash up cannon, pero walang tower dam na gagawin dito mga membro ng IPT. Do take note that on top of that piercing arrow ni Hate was the collateral damage by Hechizo.
The back blast of that shotgun is just way too powerful. It seems like they might be able to get more farm. And actually, Genvi is going to get denied a lot of farm, including this cannon wave, unless he's quick. So that's actually good for IPT to scale back, to postpone the scaling of Genvi.
But look at that, Genvi is confident enough to pick up a call as well. Because one pro player told me na when you have a lead, it's advisable to pick up a call. Ganon, because of the spike that it provides on the next phase.
Snowball the gold.
Yes.
And now he tries to match the gold coming from Hate with his own call.
Not to mention na yung early lead mo, it allows you to secure, it allows you more room in securing CS. Kada CS na nakukuha mo, di ba, may bonus gold nga yan, yung call. Not to mention the bonus gold when the last bonus 100, when the 100
parang end of the year, 13-month pay mo dun sa call.
Ayun, tama. 13-month pay. So, things may look really good for AX here, but interestingly, that is mirrored by Hate as well.
Yeah, with his own call. So
the thing here is that between the two kasi, ang awkward talaga ng itemizations ni Hate. Not that it is wrong, but clearly...
But the pathing is just naturally awkward.
It is, you know, a man-a-min build.
Man,
Tear of the Goddess, diba? It's really a requirement for these Varus.
This is going to be a 4-man without Hechizo nearby.
This will be south for AEX. They are standing on top of a ward.
Oh, this seems like
Let's see, ultimate all in onto calculated distortion away, double distortion away with Tamsu being left for dead. I think there's enough damage really, as it will be light rather that will kill calculated. The chase is on. Will there be a flash from JLC to root? Maybe not. Genvi's still there. He has a flash available, and what might have been a 4-man dive from AEX.
Denied by Vision.
Denied by Vision, clearly.
Very good on Hate and Rebenga to act the fool and pretend that they didn't have a ward by not immediately backing off. That just gave them all the time for Hechizo to actually catch up. And then that was just the burst damage come around. Looking at the mid lane here.
Mga matututunan nyo sa larong to, diba? Kapag nakikita nyo yung kalaban, huwag kayong umakto na paano nakita nyo. Act natural.
Wag nyo yung all chat na
well,
high jungler.
Iba yun.
Yeah, but yeah, that was very good acting from Hate and Rebenga there. Actually, getting a kill onto...
No change in the pattern of movement, no? Yeah. Despite seeing that 2 members of AEX.
Denying calculated some time on the Rift is very, very good for IPT. Gives Light a little more breathing room considering he's down on CS, and seems like both of them want to build this Negatron cloak onto their Abyssal Scepters.
And the clear lead in this game really is that Hechizo now has the Warrior Enchantment.
That's going to be a lot of damage.
Tamsu, no first jungle item yet because of course the priority building up at Tiamat early on.
The Tiamat plus the Queen's Wrath is going to make Rek'Sai's clear a lot faster. So Tamsu will have a lot more time to just go around the lanes, power farm, and then farm Su, and then help house his team by just being an overpowering.
Cannot be denied na nag-scale down dito si Tamsu. Kundi, I mean,
I think it's
it cannot be
what the
said na
meta
nag-scale down
demands.
siya. Talagang alam naman natin na yung endgame build naman natin dito para sa Tamsu would be someone that would initiate and at the same time peel and soak up damage for his teammates.
Yeah, it's really interesting how the meta demands that Tamsu be a lot more farm heavy. So from like 75% kill participation down to around 52. Still a very impactful member of the team, and that's the reason why he's been the target ban for the games before of AEX.
Calculated here, 0-2-0 at the best start you would want for LeBlanc. But still, if there's one player who's very capable in taking a fight, whenever behind, even against a light, calculated yon.
Yep. It's all calculated. It's going to see another blue buff onto their mid lane. This is going to help him out with the regeneration.
Reset din sa mapa natin. Again, guys, we still cannot emphasize how close this game is.
Yeah,
the gold here.
Gold is equal, and no one's making a move yet, especially
even in the Drake.
Yeah, I mean it's a Cloud Drake. The thing is, if the Cloud Drake is the first Drake, you generally have a lot more room of freedom to go top lane, to go mid lane, because Cloud Drake is not super impactful unless for specific comps. So Light might be in trouble.
Tamsu might be the one in trouble. His tunnel is on cooldown, forced to flash away, and JLC without any hesitation, flash twisted advance. Yep. Clearly the bad position there by Tamsu.
But that might actually give Endless Ace a little alone time there in the top lane with a tower.
It's the classic two-man squad in the mid lane by IPT. She's as well. Now, knowing that the jungler is in the bottom lane, AEX will do the work against Light. Ignites it there onto Cannon. Light, though, is trying to get near. Calculated gets touched by the Orb of Deception. Cannon, though, does he have the empowered Q, gets blocked by the minion. And Light has control of this mid lane.
Yeah, 2-0 and 2, and Cannon almost going down there. Just gives Light a lot of room here in the mid lane to just push in. And I did not actually catch who got the first turret of the game, but both top tower and bot tower are now down. And it seems like Light is going to follow except tops.
Yeah, the thing about that is yung rotation ng JLC sa mid lane, hindi teleport na yun.
Yeah.
Lakad lang. So,
yeah, that was very unexpected.
I kind of feel na medyo understandable yon mula kay Endless Ace na hindi siya nag-teleport.
Yeah. They just have to trade that kill for the top turret, but the calculated dying there was definitely unnecessary.
Unnecessary,
on
clearly.
AEX's side. Very, very greedy, but then again...
It's commendable for Light, really. Scouting Calculated and predicting his position.
Yeah.
Kasi yung dulo talaga ng Orb of Deception yung dumikit kay Calculated.
That was a max range Orb of Deception. This is high-level League of Legends, dude. Light and Calculated are Wow. It's like
Masaya
a clash
ano,
of titans.
kasi yung IPT mo ngayon, lumalamang ka.
Come on, man. Don't do me dirty like that. Yeah.
But still anybody's game.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
still
to give an
anybody's
info.
game. The gold lead is very, very small
Oh.
at this point.
May
1K.
may mid-game lead lang talaga yung IPT because of Hechizo having his full item here
Ooh.
and the mid lane going south for AEX. Maybe this is the signal for JLC to be the main frontline damage. So now Hechizo is on a rampage. Removes cannon here. Calculated goes so low. It's a matter of sniping him. Do take note that Light is not yet joining this fight. Endless Ace though with the ultimate. Managed to remove all those defensive stats against JLC. Still, the siege could be continued here by IPT, this time with Light on the sides to flank.
And this tower might actually heighten the gold lead that IPT has. And with Light there in the fray, there's no way that they'll be able to contest this. So, but now IPT will have to back off.
Could even go for a Cloud Drake. Let's see the
That might
fallback
break
signal
free.
though.
This actually increases the gold lead. Oh, denying the blast cone as well for a 3K gold lead, but doesn't seem like they're going for the dragon. Cloud Drake not very worth it except for Light maybe. That's really the nature of the game. Even the RNG of the dragon changes the pace of the game. Yeah.
So I would say kahit hindi nyo nga kunin tong Cloud Drake
Yeah.
really.
Just
Just
leave
bait
it
them in. Kasi you don't need any RNG more if you have the lead. When you have the lead, RNG by definition is
Chaos
a
will
risk
just-
for you.
Yeah, it's a very, very big risk. You
it's
might
not
as well play
predictable.
safe. It seems like AEX will want to get the sweet dragon
Well, yeah.
that IPT does not want.
Obviously.
So just bringing in the RNG. As you said.
Let's go for the RNG. Kami yung behind. We don't mind getting an RNG. It would be, it would be costly for you compared to us.
But this is the part of the game where Gen V is in a tight spot as a Jinx. The mid game is a very, very slow.
Yun was Ghostblade completed on
Yeah,
hit.
we want to go completed on hate. On the side of Gen V, it's just the Zerker. I've not seen the Zerker Greaves in so long. It's just going to be the parts for the IE, and that's definitely a behind for Gen V before he scales up. And with how much they're pushing their advantage here, IPT just keeps growing their gold lead.
There's a ping in the top lane inhibitor turret. Okay,
Sa inhibitor
guys?
na, hindi lang sa second tier. Because I think they're gonna accept that this is going to be a 5-man, and that's it's going to be really, really hard for them to contest the second tier turret, so they have to go for the inhib. All
They
the
will
recalls
continue
are
for the
there.
siege. They got a double ADC comp. JLC is low though.
Yeah.
Recalls are being used here. Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be a turret
That
destroyed here by
is-
IPT. Let's
Cannon,
go.
oh my god.
They also bag in cannon, but lots of skill on cooldown now for IPT. Clearly, if there's a signal to fall back, this is it.
But it seems like they will be able to catch up. Gen V, hate providing them with covering fire with that piercing arrow.
Yeah, this
Well,
could be a Rip Herald though for.
Maybe. Oh, recalling in a bad spot there.
This could be a Rip Herald though for AEX
Yeah,
because IPT they just want to recall.
They just want
Let
to
us be.
Habol pa rin sila.
Habol na
hate!
talaga. Tidal Wave though. Endless Ace. But look at that. Lots of damage being brought here by Light. This is IPT being provoked. Backline knockup from Tausu. Where's the follow-up though? Gen V, this might look awkward. There are only 2 members of AEX remaining. Clearly a bad engage there by the defending champions.
Very bad engage, and actually committing too far into that chase, trying to make up for all of the turrets being destroyed.
Blind spot
and
yun.
that, blind spot as well. Tries to go, and Hate actually almost at the brink of death there because of the pillar. You can see here in the replay, Endless Ace just edges Hate out, and that was open for both Gen V and yeah, but Endless Ace here just gets baited. Calculated goes in way too
There you
late,
go.
and at that point,
JLC
there's
was
just nothing
waiting.
you can do.
Nakaabang lang yung twisted advance ni JLC. Oh my god. It's all for the cleanup here. I think in the instance na dumating na dun sa Rip Herald Peak, lalo pa kung kayo, yung behind na team, at lalo pa kung may
Walang
Maokai
vision.
yung teammates nyo,
And walang vision.
you don't face check like
Yeah,
that.
you don't face check like that. It's just begging to be twisted advanced on and stop and baited.
Okay, so guys, right now, things are looking pretty good.
Yeah, the
For
momentum is
IPT.
there for them. And actually, even with AEX behind,
Let's see, though, lots of damage being brought here. Onto Reb's teleport comes in from IPT. Tamsu once again in the back line. His tunnel is on cooldown. Will there be enough damage until that comes in from the back line of AEX? Rather calculated, will be clapped on 13-3. It's a 10-kill lead here by Imperium Pro team. And on top of that is a 5k gold lead. And they have a Maokai.
Yeah, it's so hard for Calculated to make any of these assassination plays, and that's because IPT, Imperium Pro team, has the Locket of the Iron Solari, so that's going to give them a little bit of magic resistance and that very, very crucial AoE shield to help against any attempts of Calculated to go for an assassination.
I have a feeling that if
it's a vengeful Maelstrom. If
this is done by IPT methodically, this might be a sure victory for them.
It's a very by the books play for them so far. Don't stay too long. Don't go for anything that you don't need, like the Cloud Drake. It's very methodical from them so far, but we'll see AEX. It's still only a 6k gold lead.
So let's clearly understand the game. Right now, IPT has the lead.
Yeah.
They'll be the ones who'll be forcing into getting into objectives. If there's one objective that they want to pursue, that would be the Baron and the top lane. Because wala nang top lane inhibitor turret. Right now, the thing about AEX composition is it lacks wave clear.
Yeah, it really lacks wave clear. Calculated is the only sword.
Jinx had the Infinity Edge, but not a Renance.
Not a Renance. That is actually the search and win link right there. So just follow that. Follow the instructions, and if you're the first, you will get a mystery skin. Even if you're not the first one, you will be entering the raffle at the end of the day for a chance to win a mystery gift. But look at the app. The Baron is going to be the apple of these two teams' eyes.
Tsaka yung top lane na yan, it's about building pressure as well. But look at Endless Ace. He is trying to offset whatever lead here by IPT. He would be happy to bring a few members in this bottom lane. Hechizo's going to be the one to make the chase against him. Lots of damage being brought here by the Graves. Collateral damage puts in the Subjugate to get those resistances. End of the line though. And we could see there that the Ice Pillar will be available. It's on cooldown.
Godlike.
Oh my god.
Wow, the damage come from Hechizo with the
Turtle Chains did not connect as well, plus the damage from Hechizo.
Yeah, so that was very, very risky to continue on, but there was just no going back from that. He was already trying to bait for Calculated, and just pays the price for it with the lethality.
That leaves IPT to have control now on this red side jungle, and hence the Baron.
And it seems like they're just going to try and clear out the wards here, but very aggressive movements. Going straight for the inhibitor, it seems. With their
kanina, why am I requesting? Alam ko magkukulang sa damage si Jinx kung nag-Runoan siya. Okay lang naman na mag-Infinity Edge siya. Pero right now, they would want to get all the wave clear that they can secure.
Yeah, definitely all the wave clear.
Especially when IPT is aiming to dive into their base. Twisted advance, just like that. All in onto Cannon, now into the back line. Endless Ace will be there. He doesn't have any Subjugate, so it will be hard. Spell bad for Gen B. Times with a knock up. Only 3 members to defend here by AEX. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, 23 minutes into this game, that could be a victory by IPT. Let's see if they'll continue this push.
Death timer is still very, very short though, and the minion wave is not yet super minions.
So they'll respect.
Just going to back off for now. Maybe even get the Baron. That will be the opportunity to close out the game here. And
textbook.
Yeah, very, very textbook.
Approach.
Not forcing anything that they don't need. So right now they are going to try and get this with their very, very quickly. Wait, no, Hate is actually dead. But still, this is going to be a mostly uncontested Baron.
Seriously, let's see though. There is still a pattern there by Calculated na pumunta siguro sa Baron Bap. No, he won't be. He's just going to be
clearing the mid lane.
Clearing the mid lane.
Yeah, so far it's been an 9k gold lead here for AEX. Let's look at the replay here. Calculated tries to go for an assassination play against Hate, but JLC gets the initiative here onto Cannon, and too late. Calculated already gets bursted out, and now it's being zoned out by Light.
Subjugate.
Not able to subjugate the JLC, and Light just zones off Calculated completely, allowing, and then the position here is Light can instantly rejoin the fight by going with a Spirit Rush, and this just allows them to clean up Tamsu, Gen V, and Gen V as well.
And also the damage that comes in from Hechizo.
So this gives them an inhibitor and a Baron buff. That is huge. And then it transitions this to an Ocean Break. Very, very useful if they want to siege here. Health and mana regeneration is really useful for Rebenga with those heals, repeated heals.
Commendable
Yeah.
ults from Rebenga, huh?
Yeah,
Oo.
very, very impactful
Oo,
tidal waves.
Tidal wave.
And this Ocean Drake is going to be really, really good for Rebenga. Of course, he's the Tide Caller. Gets those CC, repeated CC and heal. Hit can completely just shoot out the piercing arrows. Light as well with the Orbs of Deception. And JLC can just stay in the fight a lot longer. So it's going to be really difficult for AEX unless they really overcommit to something. But with their by-the-books play, it doesn't seem like IPT is going to fall for any traps.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. IPT,
We'll see.
being wise as well, they are familiar.
Yeah, they can actually try and delay here by baiting and staying here.
There's a ping on Calculated, so they're familiar na Calculated would be aiming to flank their backline. Right now, though, Calculated would opt for a split push. I don't think so. That's a wonderful full wave na papasok dito sa bottom lane. On top of a
with
Baron.
buff and 280 carries. I think this is way too risky. And he gets the hint.
Yeah,
He is
that's a
going
signal to go in.
recall here.
Let's
Look at how fast that turret goes
Rachel
down.
Maestro, ladies
JLC.
and gentlemen, onto Endless Ace. They can afford to just go for the tackiest member of AEX, wiping them one by one with 3 members gone. JLC will close that one on a killing spree and an inhibitor for their team. They are now embracing the first Nexus turret down to the second Nexus turret, clearly making a statement as they lock down Calculated. This Nexus is toast and this victory is set. IPT bags in game 1 against AEX. Wow.
Very methodical.
Oh, very, very methodical and clearly a statement by our hometown team, IPT.
Yeah, and that was very, very by the books from IPT. Very, very clean. And AEX, they put up a good fight in the mid lane, but they just fell apart after crucial kills onto Light
And
just allowed them to snowball.
early game mistakes.
Yeah.
Those are early game mistakes capitalized on by IPT. The early picks on Calculated, the mid lane. Kills given onto Greaves.
Yeah, and that just means Calculated has a much harder time assassinating the key targets. And eventually he just fell off, was not able to one-shot anything here, and
Look at
ending with a 1 and 6.
Look at that. Light 607.
Hetchiso
907.
Hate only has 1 death, but look at the kills.
To
4 and
mention,
13.
to mention that AEX is supposed to have the momentum so
Yeah.
far in this regular season, and
I
IPT.
think it was a thirst for revenge.
Oh, IPT just got upsets, diba, mula sa Emperor Esports in our previous weeks. So, right now, it's a very convincing 1-0 on this 2-game series. I'm very curious what could be the outcome on the next game. It seems that the 4 ADC bans on Gen B
it's really, really painful for their composition here, because being forced on the Jinx against GLC's Maokai, against the damage from the Graves and the assassination coming from Light, it's very, very painful to have an AD carry that does not have any mobility outside of outside of her resets. I mean, Tristana has the rocket jump, Twitch has the invisibility, and Jinx is just a sitting duck against the pocket picks from IPT, and I think that might be the key, and AEX will have to address that.
Totally. It cannot be denied that that is a total domination by IPT.
Very, very clean.
Though these two teams are very capable in snowballing.
AEX is very dangerous if they get what they want.
Any mistake that they can capitalize on early on, kahit anong phase pa ng game na yan. At doon, pinakita ka po sa atin yan ng Imperium Pro Team. Ano kayang kakahinat na ng ikalawan nating game? Kami po yung naging shoutcaster for that match. I am Shinbu with 149. Of course, with me is Atlas PH. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the second match of day 1 for the week 5 of the Pro Gaming Series 2017 Sprint Split. At magbabalik po kami for our final game. Damage. Now Hetchiso is on a rampage. Removes cannon here. Calculated goes so low. It's a matter of sniping him. Do take note that Light is not yet joining this fight. Endless Ace though with the ultimate. Though Endless Ace but look at that, lots of damage being brought here by Light. This is IPT being provoked, backline knockup from Tamsin. Where's the follow-up though? Gently, this might look awkward. There are only 2 members of AEX remaining. Reb's teleport comes in from IPT. Tamsin once again in the back line. His tunnel is on cooldown. Will there be enough damage until that comes in from the back line of AEX? Rather calculated will be clapped on 13-3. Especially when IPT is aiming to dive into their base twisted advance. Just like that. All in onto Garena, now into the back line. Endless Ace will be there. He doesn't have any subjugate, so it will be hard. Spell bad for Genvi. Tamsin with a knock up. Only 3 members to defend here by AEX. And I think, ladies and gentlemen, 23 minutes into this game. That's Ritual Maze from ladies and gentlemen. Onto Endless Ace. They can afford to just go for the tankiest member of AEX, wiping them one by one with 3 members gone. JLC will close that one on a killing spree and an inhibitor for their team. They are now embracing the first Nexus turret down to the second Nexus turret, clearly making a statement as they knock down calculated. This Nexus is closed and this victory is set. IPT backs in game 1 against AEX.
Wow, very good.